there, Mercedes folks. So I've got a couple questions that people are asking about my gauge cluster setup, since I do a lot of shooting from inside the car. Occasionally look down at it and they're like, holy shit, how'd you get that? So this thing I've had apart. Obviously it's not in the most perfectest condition. This is something I yanked out of the junkyard. It was in better condition than mine was. And what I've done to it was take the outer shield off. Be really careful if you're going to do that. Sucker's glued in there pretty good. So heat gun, a little bit of light prying, you can get this off and access everything in here. What I did was the bezel in there, wrapped it in carbon fiber because, ricer. I just really think it looks cool. So if you don't like it, don't do it. And the needles, apparently you can't just use a red Sharpie, which is what I tried. It looked really stupid. They turned out pink. I ended up actually getting some needle paint. There's actually paint out there you can find. It comes in a little tiny jar, and you paint it on the needles, and it's I guess translucent, I don't know. You can see through it. It's more like a tinted paint. That way it comes through. I mean, it is what it is. It does its job. It's what it's there for. It's science, okay? It's just science. So you pop your gauges off, your needles, you paint them, you stick them back on in relatively the correct position, and turn the car on, make sure they all sit right. It took me a couple times to get them situated back where they're supposed to be. But today, not going into that too much detail. Today we're talking about the bulbs. So I finally mapped this thing out. There's a lot of times I've had this out and put different bulbs in different places. So what I figured was, hey, let's put LEDs in the back of this thing and make it nice and bright. That's awesome. But you really only want to do that for 4 bulbs. The ones that actually are the backlight of your white lights, your white lettering and numbers and shit. What you don't want is super bright LEDs for your blinker, the caution light, even your, especially none of the ones down here at the bottom, your warning lights. Those would be ridiculous. Crazy bright. So take a screenshot of that, pause the video. It is exactly what I've got on here. So these ones, these 2 in the middle, the bigger ones, are T10s. So I don't know if they actually make an LED with the housing and everything, but these are T10 LEDs. You just kind of put them in there. It's really easy. The other thing I did was these ones, and one, they're made in China and they look like shit, and they don't fit well in these little housings. And if you pull these out, you're probably going to find they're extremely brittle. They're probably going to break on you. I've had 3 of these gauge clusters out, and I've robbed all the bulbs I could because they're like gold. You can't find them. Then I was like, holy shit, they actually make a replacement for it with an LED chip already in there. So hopefully, I haven't tried it yet, this will go directly in there. So quick and easy to take these out. Grab yourself a 1/4 mil, give it a 1/4 turn, little pair of pliers, be gentle with it. Yeah, be gentle with it. There's my problem right there. Oh, don't you fall in there. Don't you do it. It's like that game Operation. Oh, jeez. Alright, yeah. That's FUBAR. No wonder that was blinking and not working so well. Yeah. So, these things, they're so brittle. Oh shit, I'm not even recording. These things are extremely brittle. Yeah, those definitely broke away. No good. I think last time I even, I think I soldered these on. And it still didn't freaking hold. But whatever. The days of that are over. That can go in the garbage. Because now we've got these. So these should be real simple to put in. So an important difference between LEDs and your normal light bulbs that have a filament in them, this is a light emitting diode. What do diodes do? They control the direction of current. So they are voltage variable, meaning if they are in backwards, they won't light up. This is a 12 volt DC system, and if you have negative on this side and positive on this side, and it don't like it, all you gotta do is take it out, rotate it 180, stick it back in, lock it in, and it's gonna 95% work. So you can get kind of lucky sometimes and just get it right the first time. But if they don't light up, it's pretty simple. You just try again. And there's that one. I'll stick this other one in there and put my other two big ones back in, and we'll see if it lights up. Alright, well, I figured I'd show you guys what I got so far.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Besides annoying beeping, the far one over here, the one I just put in, it's either just a dim spot or that bulb isn't lighting up, because that one's super bright. My two big ones look nice. That corner just seems a little dark. So I've already swapped the polarity on it. And I'll also show you guys this too, because this connector can be a bitch if you don't know what you're doing. Right there on the top, you want to push down, and it's kind of a two-finger operation. Then you push this back. It's really a nice connector. And it's just easier to do with two hands. There we go. That slides down, plug comes out. Real easy. So with your steering wheel on the most downwardest of dogs, oil gauge cluster comes out real easy. Yeah, I've already had this in and out. It's probably my 6th time trying to get this all correct. Right polarity, getting rid of the bad bulbs. Both my bulbs that I just showed you guys, they weren't just loose, they are kind of toast. So those are out. I've got a bag full of spares here. And so that one's new and working. That one's new and working. That one's new and working. This is our little problem child. So I'm just gonna pop another one in and see if it lights up. If it doesn't, pull it back out. Rotate it 180 degrees. Doesn't matter if you go that way or that way. It's 180 degrees. And if it doesn't work at that, then it's a problem within the gauge cluster, and I am done caring for the night. So we'll see what happens. Now, left my camera over here. Ain't she so pretty? Promise you, got it right the first time. Boom. That's it. That looks so much better. And now the LEDs are not pulsing; they are nice and solid. That's just the frame rate of the camera. So that's amazing. And yeah, they do dim. God, that is annoying. But yeah, for those three, the bottom ones that I showed you, just get red ones, red LEDs. That's how you make those nice and red like that. Alright, so what did we accomplish today? Put some cool new LEDs in the ML4 Dirty. So I got all sorts of shit. Tons of them. I got blue ones, those ones now. Just a whole bunch of stuff. These are the old ones I told you. I robbed a shit ton of these out of all all the older gauge clusters that I grabbed out of the junkyards and stuff. You want to keep a stock of these around, just in case any of the other ones go out that you don't want LEDs in. So like I said, you don't really want LEDs for the blinkers, be super bright. You don't want LEDs in the hazard light. That thing's going to be in your face. Definitely don't want it for the low fuel. I did that. I had them all LEDs and I was blinded. I was like, this is stupid. Went back to the original. So, well, that's going to be a wrap. Pretty easy job. Just some LEDs thrown in the gauge cluster. Hopefully it showed you guys how easy it is to be able to swap the colors out. I've got them where I like them. You can go blue, green, red, orange, any kind of color combination that you want. It's your car. Just hopefully this showed you how easy it is to swap them out. SuperBrightLEDs.com. That's where I got mine. Not sponsored, but that's where you can find a whole bunch of cool LED stuff to go in any car. So with that, hopefully stick around for some bigger projects, because that's a pretty small one. I just wanted to put a video out there because I know there's a couple people wondering how to actually do it, and there's a lot on there that just wasn't very descriptive or showed you exactly what kind of bulbs you can use. So I'm going to close it out there. This is a nice short video of me and the ML4 Dirty doing a little bit of late night garage wrenching, and hopefully you can subscribe, give this one a like, and come back for more. See you guys later.